For the last few months, Diddy has been in headlines after his ex Cassie Ventura sued them for SA and other accusations. Since then, only more and more accusations have come out about Diddy that have started painting a clear picture about the man. While for the last 30 years, Diddy has been looked at as one of the most important hip-hop moguls, his reputation has started to change for the worse. Even though all these allegations have been made against him, it didn't seem like he would ever face consequences for his actions, as he remained untouched even after it all went public. To the world, Diddy seemed invincible. Well, that was until a few hours ago when his home got raided by the feds. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome to the Truth Is channel, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In this episode, I'm joined by D.
Hi everybody, I hope you guys are having a great day.
We're going to be covering some breaking news as it's being reported that Diddy's home has been raided. Let's get right into it. Diddy is hands down one of the most powerful men in the music industry. If we look at hip-hop today, it is no doubt in anyone's mind that Diddy played an important part in making hip-hop what it is. He was the executive pushing hip-hop to the mainstream with the help of Clive Davis. This put Diddy at a vantage point in hip-hop as he was able to set up his empire as the genre was growing. This has allowed Diddy to become one of the most powerful men in hip-hop and the music industry. Now, it's finally being exposed to the world what Diddy has been doing with all that power. When Diddy got exposed by Cassie, people felt like Diddy got caught, but they knew he wouldn't face real justice as he's well protected. Now, after what's being reported, everyone's perspective might have changed. Today, March 25th, 2024, it is being reported by many news outlets that the home of Diddy was raided in connection to an SA investigation they are performing on Diddy.
Now at 5, we have breaking news to report out of Star Island, where the home of rapper P. Diddy is being raided.
Let's get right over to CBS News Miami's Naja Sherman with what we know so far. Naja?
Lauren, and this is breaking news just into our newsroom moments ago. U.S. officials confirmed that P. Diddy's homes in L.A. and Miami are being raided by Homeland Security and other law enforcement. Our Chopper 4 over the scene. This is all due to possible an investigation related to that. Searches were performed as part of the ongoing investigation. Just a short time ago, they released a statement saying, quote, earlier today, Homeland Security investigators in New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with the assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. And again, this is breaking news just into our newsroom. Our CBS News Larry Seward is headed to the scene right now.
Some news agencies are reporting that both of Diddy's homes in LA and Miami were indeed raided. Some reports are saying the raid is connected to a federal SA investigation on Diddy and his company. It appears the feds are searching for evidence connected to these SA cases. Videos are circulating showing members of Diddy's home being cuffed and removed from the house by authorities. Diddy doesn't seem to be present, as he might not have been at the home at the time. I find all of this very interesting, as a few months back, TMZ had reported that the NYPD were investigating Diddy, but then the NYPD came out and denied all the allegations. Now, to see this raid raises a lot of questions for me. This is all coming after the many lawsuits that have been made against Diddy for SA and other crimes. Just a few weeks back, Diddy was sued by one of his former producers, Lil Rod, who said Diddy was grooming him to be gay. He accused Diddy of SAing him as well. We also saw another woman come out and sue Diddy, claiming she was SA'd by him and Aaron Hall. There was another victim who claimed she wasn't even 18 when Diddy had her team fly her out to his studio, where she was also SA'd. On top of this, we can't forget the case that started it off, when Cassie accused Diddy of SAing her and also putting his hands on her multiple times. While Diddy could be getting raided for any of these situations, I'm not gonna lie, the timing of this raid is rather strange. Why are the authorities now raiding Diddy if allegations about him have been around for years? This could definitely be the takedown of Diddy, because he's already been exposed for doing so much that those in power have to do something to clean this up. With all the things being exposed and nothing being done about it, the world's true nature is coming to light. So the elite are cutting off those who can't keep themselves together. A perfect example of that is Diddy, who has had several cases brought up against him. So it could be that they're getting rid of him to keep the system from crashing, as he already got caught. Although, this all could just be a major distraction at the end of the day. What do you think, D?
Yeah, it seems like this could be a distraction for sure. This doesn't make any sense because it's well known that Diddy was responsible for the Shine incident that happened in 1999, where that lady got hurt inside the club. And she even came out herself and said that she saw Diddy do it.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery, I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that.
Why didn't they investigate him on that? They were so quick to protect him back then. Why wait until now to investigate him? To me, this is all suspicious. Don't get me wrong. If anybody deserves to be raided, it is Diddy. But why wait until now after all these years and all the allegations that have already come out against him? They knew he was involved with that club incident. Why didn't they take him in for that? They were clearly protecting him for all these years, and now they want to take him down for this.
Yeah, I'll agree. That does not make sense at all. To me, this does seem highly suspicious. I will agree as well that if anyone should be investigated, if the law works the way it's supposed to work, Diddy should be the man being investigated for sure, because all of the allegations are already very suspicious. When one person says something, okay, maybe they're lying, but when we see all of these people saying the same exact thing, man and female now, and we're even talking about people that did not sue Diddy, people that were just around, like his security guard, he also said that Diddy did things to Usher and that Diddy put Usher in the hospital when Usher was only a teenager when he was living with him.
Lawsuit, right? Little Rod, he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he has with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher name redacted, you could tell who it is because they describe him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, we all know who that is, right? How you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
Many people have come out and already confirmed the stories about Diddy. Even people in the industry know to stay away from Diddy because being with Diddy, things can get crazy. We know that these are no longer just allegations because so many people have already brought up the same thing. This is what Diddy's doing. But even with everybody knowing this, the authorities weren't going after him. And like you said, everybody knew Diddy was responsible for that Shine situation. That's something else that Little Rod quote unquote confirmed, as he alleged Diddy confessed that to him. So just imagine that. Everybody knows about this. The feds knew about it. Why didn't the feds come after him for that? Because they didn't want to take him down. You're right. They want him now for a specific reason, and I think it all goes back to those lawsuits that he was having with the liquor brand Diego for his brand and the Ciroc brand. They already fired him and removed him from the company, so this could just be the next step of taking him out the picture. Why do you think they came after him now?
I think it could be two plausible reasons. One, they waited to gather more information and witnesses. Or two, just like you said, it's a distraction. Because for someone who's already been facing these type of allegations, they should have already done this. They should have already raided his homes.
You're right, they should have raided his home long ago with all the allegations and all the rest of the evidence they had, but they never do. Even with that chef of his that came out in the past and said that Diddy did things to her as well and was acting all weird while she was working, nothing happened. Diddy always pays off everyone. That's what he's been doing this entire time, so that's why people don't think anything would happen. So even seeing this raid is interesting. What is going to happen? Did someone go and reach out to the authorities and present information that the authorities had to investigate? But then again, we know that the authorities are controlled by the Masonic Order, and we know Diddy is a Masonic puppet. So it brings up the question of why is it happening now? Are they covering up something? Is this a cover-up for what's coming up in April? Is this a cover-up for something else they got planned? It's a very good question, but I'm gonna keep investigating the situation and update you guys as new information becomes available. But as of right now, what's being reported is that Diddy's home has been raided. It appears that Diddy might face some consequences. I wouldn't think it would be hard for them to find evidence in his home, as the way Little Rod explained it, his home was full of all these illegal activities that was going on. And Little Rod said that they would bring in these young girls there. They had these all types of strange parties, and Diddy had all these substances being passed around. So if the police were truly raiding that house and they don't come back with nothing, we know that this is all a false story, because that house is going to be filled to the top with all the evidence they need to take that man down. Wouldn't you say?
Of course, I think they should be able to find more than enough evidence, especially with all the stuff that we know that Diddy has going on in his house, all the parties he has going on, all the substances that they say waiters carry around. I wouldn't even be surprised if they found videos that Diddy had of other celebrities to blackmail them.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised either. That's exactly what I'm expecting to see. But the question is, are the feds going to allow us to know this? Are the feds going to say, oh, we went through Diddy's house and there was nothing there. There's nothing to be worried about. He's clean. Or are they going to come back and tell us the truth? This man is an evil man who's been doing a bunch of strange things in those homes. Either way, I'm going to keep my eyes on the situation. I'm going to keep looking into it. I'm definitely going to provide you guys with an updated video once more information becomes available. I want to thank you all for watching, but that's it for this one. But before you guys go, make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so that it'll be recommended to others. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you guys have a great day.